Let me welcome you, dear students. Today I am going to discuss about the phonetic and phonology. I am trying to discuss what is the difference between the phonetic and phonology. So this is our introductory lecture, or we can say that this is basically a particular use of what is the difference between the phonetic and phonology. So let's start with the phonology, means what is basically the phonology. So phonology is the study of sound system of a language. It describes how sounds are organized in a particular language. It also explains how one sound differs from other sounds and how different sounds are combined to form words and utterance. So basically we are going to discuss here that phonology is basically the sound system or the study of the sound system. So we can say that the phonologist analyzes the speech as an orderly sequence of specific sound. So we can say that phonology deals with English language and organize its elements of speech into system. For example, let me discuss here the word that introduction. So introduction is basically we can say that the introduction here made up of four sounds that are in, tro, duck and shun. So basically introduction is made up of four types of sounds. So this is how this we can speak it is called phonology. So let's discuss that divided into phoneme, allophone, minimal pairs and syllable. Let me discuss here first what is the phoneme. So phoneme is one of the smallest units of sound that distinguish one word from another word in a particular language. For example, the difference in meaning of the two words in English, kill and kiss, is a result of the exchange of a phoneme, that is L into S. So this is called phoneme. The second one is allophone. Let me discuss here the variation in the sound of a same phoneme is called allophone. For example, the sound of R in water and rat into R into rat. So this is allophone. Now I am going to discuss about the minimal pair. So this is called that the pair of a word that differ by only one phoneme into same position but have different meaning is called minimal pair. For example, this if we talk about zip and zip, they both pair means minimal pair sound in the same position, like zip, sip, tip, dip, means they sound the same but they have different meanings. So let's discuss what is the syllable. A syllable is a sound or group of sound produced by single chest, means single pulse, or phoneme and contains a vowel sound, is called syllable. So in the English word water, which is made up of two syllables, means wa and tha. So water is made up of phoneme plus syllable, and that is equal to, means we can simply say that means a sound is produced with the phoneme and syllable. We can say that phoneme and syllable is equal to word plus meaning, and these things are called semantic. So this is little bit about phonology. Now I am going to discuss about what is basically phonetic. So my dear students, phonetic is basically the combination of two words, means phone and tics. And phone means sound and the tics means systematic or scientific study. So phonetic is the scientific study of speech sounds and utterance of speech sounds. So we can say simply phonetic is further divided into different classes or three classes, that is production and classification of sound, description of sound and transcription of sound. So let's discuss the first one, that is production and classification of sound. So let me discuss here that in English language sounds are divided into two groups, that are vowel sound and consonants. if I talk about vowel sound, that let me discuss here that vowel sounds are produced without hindrance in the mouth. For example, when we use the vowel like a, e, means these are called vowels. In comparison, the consonant sounds are produced with hindrance in the mouth like pa, pa, means these type of sounds are called consonant sounds. Now I'm going to discuss the description of sound. So what is the description of sound? In English language, the system of sound production is further classified as manner of articulation and places of articulation. The last one is the transcription of sounds. So in transcription we can say that in English language there are 26 main alphabets or letters, but sounds are 44. Those sounds are further classified into 20 vowel sound and 24 consonant sounds. The written pattern of writing these sounds is known as the transcription of sounds. So this is about the phonetic. Means in phonetic we learn these type of things. So this was about the phonetic and phonology. Let me discuss here what is the main difference between the phonetic and phonology. So the difference between the phonetic and phonology is, the first one is the phonetic is the subfield of linguistics, while phonology is the area of theoretical linguistics. The second one is the phonetic is the subfield places under phonology, while on the other hand phonology is the major field of the linguistics. The third difference between phonetic and phonology is phonetics deals with limited scope while phonology deals with the wider scope. The next one is the phonetic is concerned with form while phonology is concerned with the function of language. The fifth one is the smallest unit of phonetic is phone while the smallest unit of phonology is phoneme. So these are some kind of difference between the phonetic and phonology. Now I'm going to discuss some other. The next one is phonetic deals with phonetic transcriptions while phonology deals with the phonemic description. Means in phonetic we discuss the phone description while we talk about that phonology deals with the phoneme. Means phoneme, how phonemes are transcribed or written. So the next one is the phonetic is the domain of continuous while phonology is the domain of concrete entity. So both are the entities, but if we talk about the phonetics, it is the domain of continuous entity while phonology is the domain of discrete entity. The next one is phonetic is concerned with speech act, how speech acts, while phonology is concerned with the language system, how language is used in this system. So the last one is the phonetic is gradient while phonology is the categorical. So students, let me tell you here, this is the basic difference between the phonetic and phonology. We can say it that this is an introductory lecture, or we can say that if you have the question what is the difference between the phonetic and phonology, you can use this question as well. So difference between phonetic and phonology is discussed in this lecture. This is all about this lecture. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.